Alright, welcome back to the channel and welcome to Firebox Breaks. Ladies and gentlemen, it is time for another episode of Mashup Monday. And for this one, we have 5 packs, followed by another one of these, the NHL Star Sticks from McDonald's, and that is by way of the Canadian variety. Of course, here we are. Pinnacle Mint 96-97 gold coins. We've got the 2020-21 Upper Deck Series 2, 2024 25 O-Pee-Chee Platinum. That is a retail pack. And we've got 2 Hobby 24-25 Upper Deck Series Extended. And we've got the Allure Hobby right there. So Extended Series and Allure. We are on the chase for a Macklin Celebrini. Of course, all of these years, those packs could very well fetch us one of those awesome cards of that dynamic rookie right there. But before we get to the McDonald's, let's open up the Pinnacle Mint. There is a card here, of course, the checklist. So those of you that have not seen this before, that is what we're after. Of course, there are some gold ones, and of course there's some cards that go with it. Well, let's check the cards first. So Brett Hull, the bronze version right there. And we have Sergei Fedorov and also Paul Coffey in the Philadelphia Flyers uni. Well, I was definitely hoping the Edmonton Oilers uniform would be there, but of course he has played throughout the league, and of course winning extra cups with the Penguins, etc. So it's been pretty cool. Career for Paul Coffey, now a defensive coach with the Oilers, so full circle. We've got this one is Keith Tkachuk. Not a very popular name over here, but there we have it, Keith Tkachuk. I don't have that coin. I don't think I did. So Paul Kariya right there. And it's got the mint emblem in the back. So pretty cool. So Paul Kariya, and love him or hate him, we got Keith Tkachuk right there. So, all right. We have opened up that, and we had some pretty cool vintage players. So let's get to this right here. We've got the 2021 Upper Deck Series 2. Of course, we know who's in there. 451 is who we're chasing. I don't think we're going to get that. This is probably canvas. So why don't we just get through this really quickly. We've got Kaapo Kakko, Ferrari, we've got Patrick Maroon, Logan Couture, Carey Price, we have Marchand, we've got Stallman, and Jake DeBrusk. The canvas variety, so pretty cool. Alright, so no Young Gun canvas, but that was worth a try. And as most of you are aware, if you watched last week's episode, I'm getting through some of these packs because I'm purging. But let's open this, and we're going to open up the Star Sticks right after this and see what we get. Okay, we have a Samuel Ersson right there. A lot of foil action, of course. We have a rookie card, Owen Zellweger, the Ducks. So pretty cool. Retro, Maxwell Crozier, and Elias Pettersson. Pettersson's definitely fallen off as of late. So we're just going to put those 2 cards off to the side. And I'm just going to get my recap in order here. Before we get to the recap. Alright, so the Star Sticks, I ended up having a bit of a struggle opening up that first pack, that first locker back in last week's episode. Alright, so this one seems to be opened up a little better. And we ended up getting Cale Makar, and I really hope that it's not the same player out of the batch that you get. So I really don't want to get, not that he's not worth it, he's a great player, but I don't want to have the same player And we do not have the same player. We have a Macklin Celebrini. That is pretty solid. Celebrini is one of the players that I was chasing. Boom. So there we go. Macklin Celebrini. And the difference being, with this in the background, that is hard plastic, right? And this is paper. So that sort of, it didn't really create much of an interest for me because, I mean, these can be damaged quite quickly. So we're going to just keep it that way. And I will put it off this side, but I'm glad we got a Celebrini. Awesome. So let's celebrate. Hopefully that will actually transcend to both of these packs, because Sharky Boy is definitely a hot commodity, as we all know. So let's open up the extended series. I'm very pleased with those results, and let's carry on. So I'm not going to read the names here. I mean, it's, well, we can get there. Seth Jarvis, we've got a Brock Besser, we have a Rantanen, we have a Bouchard, and we have, this one is Allmark. It's very tough. This font is tough to read. That's why I was saying that. Aho, we've got a, this one is Jordan Harris, I believe. Pasternak, we have a Tarasenko. And we've got a rookie reflections of Matt Rempe, the fighter. I've not seen him around as of late. We got a Matvey Michkov, so that's pretty cool. Michkov, and we've got a, this one is Elias Pettersson. So NHL prospects, but I don't mind the Michkov. That's a pretty solid hit right there. And we're getting to some pretty cool cards for the pending recap. So doing well. One more pack to go, and we will do a very quick recap. So this video going to be really quick because last week's obviously a little trying to open up this mini locker, and it was taking some time. But here we are. Allure. Love this product. And of course, some of these packs have provided less cards, so that's probably why. But I mean, if I can keep these videos under, roughly under 10 minutes each time, then it's pretty cool for the viewer. All right, here we are. Jared McCann. Got a lure there. We've got something in the middle. Mackenzie Weegar. Jasper Wallstead, the Wall of St. Paul. So that's pretty cool. We got a color flow. That is Logan Cooley right there. Definitely a good player to get. Panarin the Breadman, now in LA. We got UC Saros. We got Wallstead, as just seen. We got Travis Konechny. That is one of the variety or parallel cards. Another one, Logan Stankoven. So two color flows. But this one is, what is it, a pink, red rainbow. So there we are. Got a red rainbow, and that is a regular player, of course. But let me get these cards in order, and we will do a very quick recap as mentioned earlier on. So we did not miss any rainbow cards, none of those funky parallels. But that was a hobby pack. I mean, I think I paid roughly, I mean, I guess I might have paid about 17, 18 bucks for that, I think. And so I'm just going to put these in order. So I'm surprised we got two color flows in one pack. Red, orange, yellow, green. Well, we got the very cool Jesper Wallstead. Alright, here we are. We're going to do a really quick recap and summarize this video. I hope you enjoyed it and you had some fun with it. So we're going to leave it like this. I would have normally put it the other way, but I'm just going to roll with it. Here we are. If you're just joining on, we got Jake DeBrusk, we got Crozier, we've got a Zellweger, we got Pettersson, we've got Matt Rempe. Michkov could very well be the hit of the break there. We got Logan Cooley, Stankoven, Konechny. But I'm going to go with Jesper Wallstead. I think Jesper Wallstead just kind of edges out this exciting player, Michkov. But, you know, it could very well be a tie as well. You let me know what you think. These are my choices there. Jesper Wallstead and Michkov for the two hit cards. But if you want, you can definitely add this to your top choice. The Celebrini mini stick from McDonald's. We ended up getting that in the packaging. So there we are. There you have it. And I hope you enjoyed this episode of Mashup Monday. So my next task is to get some updated packs and maybe go into some premiere boxes. You stay tuned, and I hope you're well. We're going to leave it there. Like, comment, and subscribe for all that good stuff. And as always, I'll be back with more content in the near future. Till then, bye for now.